Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Tarot Monthly Horoscope for February 2019, and this is for you coming from Cancer. And the first card that I'm going to pull will be for the first 15 days of February, and I'm going to tackle your job area. And it's not a good card. It says your job is not stable, or you could create mistakes in the first 15 days of February to have your job become very fragile, breaking down or losing a job. So bad news can come in the first 15 days of February where job is concerned. So work your best. Make sure that your superiors, your bosses and the owners of the company feel that you're working hard so that you can keep the place you have in your job. It's tough going. Now I'll talk to you about business. For the first 15 days of February. Well, it's a card called the Devil. It's not that kind of a devil. It means that there could be instances in your business where the downfall could be really, really bad. So some kind of bad news, some kind of bad adventure, if you go into a business that you don't know well, but you get it somehow. So I would say play safe. Stay with what you know. Stay with what you have been doing. Don't expose yourself to risk, or you will be made a slave in the area of debt. So business, a very bad card. Now let me talk to you about your last 13 days where job is concerned. Oh no, I've got to talk to you about romance for the first 15 days. Let's pull this card for that. Let's see what the card says. Well, it says it's a card of shelter. It's a card of shelter, and the signs on this card are Venus, mainly signs, and the signs of Saturn and Mercury. So it's a card that basically tells you that in the area of romance, there are too many possibilities of the romance becoming unhappy. So be careful how you spend the money, be careful how you say or do things. There can be a sudden dislike for you by your romance partner. Try to keep the peace by being as nice as you can. Don't want to argue and don't want to unnecessarily dominate. Now I'm going to pull this card for the first 15 days for the area of marriage. And it's a card that says that unexpected things are happening in your marriage in the first 15 days where, well, it's you listening to me, so it's for you this news, where you can have fits of depression, or you can have sudden and unexpected bad news. So keep in touch with your marriage partner very closely for the first 15 days of February, and be alert to see whether there is distress of some kind. And if it is you who is in trouble, be careful. This card can somehow get you deeper into trouble. So stay away from anything that might make your marriage unhappy, since you are listening to me. Now I'm going to your last 13 days for your job area, for you coming from Cancer. Oh, it's a great card. You're going to get a promotion, you're going to get more money, you're going to get more status, you're going to be very good in your job, very lucky, this card says. So it's an excellent last 13 days of February where good news comes your way. Perhaps all that hard work where you didn't get any reward in the first 15 days, and now you will get reward in the last 15 days. So work hard in the first 15 days, you'll be rewarded in the last 13 days or so. And if you want to make changes, during the last 13 days is when you should make your applications for new jobs, if that's what you want. So plenty of good news for you in the job area. Now let's talk of your business area. Well, the business area says in a strange way, you will be able to let go of business which has been draining you of funds, thus causing losses. So it's a good card in that sense that you will be able to have the courage or the possibility of letting some bad luck of business go. And then you will be able to start a new journey either with new business people or with new products or with new direction. So there is a heartache of what you have to let go, but you have the strength to do it, which means that you probably are in a position to do it, and there will be a wonderful beginning for you to look into something new to do in the 201, well, I would say for the future, Now I'm going to talk to you about, that was about business. So now I'll talk to you about romance in you coming from Cancer for the last 13 days. And your last 13 days says that you can very easily find a new romance, but if it's the person you've known from before, you have to think about it very carefully. If it is the person who comes obviously that you don't know before, that would be better and safer for you. So keep that in mind. So the opportunity of meeting somebody is there, but if you've known this person before, trouble. If you haven't known this person, more exciting. Then it's more exciting. Now regarding your marriage, last 15 days, and let's see what happens. It's a card of happiness, let me tell you that. So there's some very happy news either from you or your marriage partner to make the family very happy. And your last 13 days or so, the bonding is well. So go out together, be happy, go and enjoy yourself, create the bonding all over again. And you will see your last 13 days are magnetismally producing plenty of happiness in your marriage area. Now I'm going to talk to you about health for the whole month of February. Let's see what this card says about your health. It's a lot to do with water. So be careful of the water you drink. Make sure it's very clean. And I would say if you're going swimming in swimming pools, make sure it's a clean swimming pool. And I would say if this kind of a water card, it says you have trouble with water, let me put it that way. So I would say to safeguard your health, be careful in a swimming pool or be careful of the water you drink. And it's a card which I would say targeting your digestion area. So either your bowels or either your stomach or either your large intestine may have some kind of infection. That's what I would say. Now I'm going to talk for you coming from Cancer about your lucky ages, and let's see what happens. Ooh, look at that. It's a card of control. So you want control. And so I would say for you coming from Cancer, if you happen to be the ages of 21 or 30 or 39 or 48 or 57 or 66 or 75, you're going to be one very lucky person in the whole month of February. Opportunities, whether in romance or marriage, whether in job or business, will come your way, and you'll have that element of very good luck to see things through as well. If you're not of these ages, then you'll need to see me for a 90-minute session that will cost you USD 50, and I'll tackle your next 7, 8 or 9 years, all areas of your life, and that's going to be based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and looking at your palms. So more about that later. Now for you coming from Cancer, I'm going to talk about your lucky dates, D-A-T-E-S. And this is a card that says your lucky dates would be the 3rd, the 12th, the 21st and the 30th. The zodiac signs here and the planetary signs say powerful planets, because the Kabbalistic cards always have signs of planets. The 3rd, the 12th, the 21st and 30th, and the 30th, 30, powerful planets are there, which are going to give you the chance to do well, whether for the romance, the marriage, the job, the business, or any other area. So bookmark these dates and use them to improve your life in any way possible. Now for you coming from Cancer, I'm going to talk to you about your lucky colors. So let's see what the card says about your lucky colors. It's a card of royalty, so my mind immediately goes to purple. Wear plenty of purple, undergarments, top garments, whole purple, be in touch with purple for the month of February, and you will attract a lot of good luck in whatever area that you want. And finally, I will talk to you about your lucky direction. You see, 9 planets surround Earth, to make sure Earth doesn't escape, because Earth is considered as quite a naughty, unfortunate planet. So these 9 planets, when we look left or we look right or we look straight or back, we are going to face a planet. So for the month of February, I would say that your lucky direction is going to be north. Face north as much as you can to get inspired or to get lucky or to feel good, and you will be, in the month of February, a very lucky person, because the energies from north, the planets from the north, are going to be helpful for you. That's why I use Kabbalistic cards, because they've got signs of planets and they've got signs of zodiac signs. So that's what I have to tell you for the month of February. This 90-minute session, which will cost you USD 50 to know your next 7, 8 or 9 years, is going to be based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and looking at your palms. And with all that information, I'll tackle your next 7, 8 or 9 years, age by age, calendar year by calendar year, give you your personal lottery numbers based on your date of birth, time of birth, and looking at your palms, your lucky directions, your lucky colors, your lucky gemstones, your lucky days. So you're going to get all this wonderful information to get your 7, 8 or 9 years right. So I've given you my email address. If I haven't, it's AndyHoro9, ANDIHORO, the number 9, @gmail.com. So send me a message and I will definitely return a message to you. Until then, thank you and goodbye.